Guys, alam ko sobrang daming reactions nung latest video natin ng VULs na naging VULs versus BTID at maraming sumakay. Kaya let me set the record straight. Hindi, I understand naman na sometimes it's easy to misunderstand. So, eto na nga. Let me set the record straight. Doon sa post ko na shinare ng Bilyonaryo.com, I said that in a conversation with officials of BDO Life, tinanong ko kasi sa kanila, sabi ko, bakit ganon 10 years na yung mga bumili ng VULs umiiyak ngayon? Kasi nga, sobrang lugi ng kanilang pondo. And hindi joke yung 10 years, 7 years, 8 years kang naghihintay ng return. Sa financial planning, parang yung 8 years natin, long term na yun, di ba? Parang that's already scenario na matagal ka nang nag-iipon. Kung 8 years ka na nag-iipon, tapos hindi ka pa rin kumikita, lugi ka pa, legit talaga. Dapat maintindihan natin bakit umiiyak yung mga tao. So I asked this from Ato Vergel de Dios at saka yung Chief Investment Officer ng BDO, Fritz Ocampo. Sabi ko, paano yun? Bakit ganon? And their answer was talagang dapat kasi clear sa'yo na pag bumili ka ng insurance, that's for protection. That's for pag namatay ka, paano na yung mga mahal mo sa buhay? Dapat klaro. Kaklaruhin ko din na sinabi nila, ang nagiging problema natin, pag binili natin yun as investments, iba kasi talaga yung expectations mo. So sabi niya, plan A, plan B, which is the same thing that Nestor Tan, the president of BDO, said. Na ang plan A mo, magtrabaho ka ng mabuti, mag-ipon ka, at mag-invest ka. Ngayon, kung may mangyari sa'yo, yung plan B mo ay yung insurance mo. Kaso nga ang katotohanan, in those years that the market was driving up from 5,000 to 9,000, at some point, nag-hit ng 9,000 yung Philippine Stock Exchange Index, nakagawian na ng industriya na magbenta ng insurance plus investments. So to set the record straight, kaya siya lugi kasi yung underlying investments mo, yung stock market, ay pababa. Pabagsak talaga siya from 9,000 to 5,000, 4,400 pa nga nung COVID. So ngayon, nagsa-slowly going up pa lang, kaya hanggang ngayon, yung mga bumili ng VULs nung ang market ay nasa 8,000, 9,000, hanggang ngayon, umiiyak pa rin sila, di ba? That's why the whole market is actually going back to traditional plans na ngayon, hindi katulad nung dati na VULs ang binibili. Pero, kailangan intindihin natin na ang masakit din talaga, all that time, for the last 8 years, na nalulugi yung underlying investment mo, you're paying for cost of insurance, at you're paying for management fees. Whether the market is going up or down, you have to pay that because that is how the product is structured. And that is why, feeling ko talaga, masakit para dun sa mga bumili. Lalong-lalo na dun sa hindi nakakaintindi kung ano yung produkto na yon. So, gets ko at kailangan we give it to them. That is why it's painful. Pero, meron din akong gustong sabihin ha. Ang katotohanan niyan, meron din talagang mga tao na sila ang dapat bumibili ng VUL kahit ganun masakit pag ang merkado pababa. Sino ba itong mga taong to? Who should buy VULs? Hindi ako nagbago ng opinion ever since ganito yung opinion ko. I will again set the record straight. Kung ikaw ay tipong tao na hindi ka marunong mag-ipon, wala kang disiplina sa sarili mo, and real talk lang, everybody, 80% siguro ng mga Pilipino ganito. So if you do not have the discipline, you do not have the time to understand, and you do not want to understand, meron din talaga mga ganito, di ba? Aminin na rin natin yan. Mabilis tayo mabudol, ang dami natin gustong bilhin, wala tayong financial plan, wala kang understanding ng financial statements. Mahirap aralin yung iba-ibang measures kung paano ka pipili ng sarili mong investments in the stock market. I would rather you pay the cost of VULs kesa pagdating ng 60-65, wala kang ipon. So basically, ang cost ng VUL is, ang benepisyo nun sa iyo is meron siyang ahente na mimilit sa'yo na, huy, magbayad ka ng premium mo. Kasi siya yung magdidisiplina para sa'yo dahil ikaw mismo wala kang disiplina. Yun basically yung value nun. And in reality, marami sa ating mga Pilipino ang nangangailangan ng tagakulit para tayo ay nag-iisip for the future. Alright? Yun ang katotohanan. But, if you are the type of person na gusto mong matuto, maglalagay ka ng oras para matuto at aaralin mo kung paano ididisiplina yung sarili mo or i-understand mo what are the tools that can help you when you have no discipline, you can automate your investments, etc. Then you don't need VULs. Makakatipid ka, magkakaroon ka ng more returns kasi kaya mong paghiwalayin yung plan A and plan B. Kaya mong paghiwalayin yung protection and insurance. That's the ideal. But the thing is, ideal sometimes doesn't happen in real life. So, alamin natin yung sarili natin, kilalanin natin yung sarili natin, at gawin natin kung ano ang nararapat para sa klaseng pagkatao na meron tayo. Gets? Oh, I will answer directly all of those who messaged me on my YouTube channel habang ako ay nagsascrapbook. Ayan. So, sabi ni Jeline, I started my financial literacy journey sometime in 2010 when I encountered their show in ANC talking about ANC On The Money with Edric Mendoza. I can't remember the name of the show. On The Money nga po. With Salve and Edric. And also when I met some call financial speakers, Javi, in one of their financial literacy talks in our workplace. Thank you to all of them. I am just surprised that after many years of not viewing this channel because of my varied wide interest in YouTube topics that it seems that Salve's tone has changed. I remember back in the old days that it should be BTID, not VUL. To this day, I don't have a VUL. Really glad I don't have one. I have several term and do my own investing bits by the side. Anyhow, thank you for the video. Well, thank you for the thank you. That's still sweet of you, but I have not really changed my tone. Both VULs and the BTID experience are for specific people. At magkaiba sila. Ideally, it should be BTID. You buy your term insurance para makatipid ka on the insurance side. Wala namang tao na gustong gumastos more than you should. And the pinaka-cost-effective talaga is term insurance. Walang pagbabago dun. Since then and until now, that's always what we're saying. You can get a higher coverage for a smaller amount of money and then you just renew every year. Yung matitipid mo dun, you can use it in investments na ikaw ang magkocontrol, wala kang penalty kung hindi ka makakapagdagdag, wala kang commissions na binabayaran. It's very cost-effective to invest on your own. But ang requirement nito, marunong ka. At ang requirement nito, may disiplina ka. Kasi baka mamaya, nag-buy term ka, pero you never invested the difference. Girl, pagdating ng 65, nga tayo niyan. Kaya I'd rather there's an agent na mangungulit sa'yo, kesa naman, pagdating ng 60 years old, hala, nag-buy term ako, but I forgot to invest the difference. O, delikado yon, di ba? But you should be honest with yourself lang to be able to understand kung aling strategy ang gagamitin mo. Si Jeline, obviously, you have the discipline, you have the time to understand how to invest on your own. Perfect. BTID ka talaga. Sabi naman ni Shairus Anguluan, 5509, don't ever get VUL. False promises mga yan. Disappointing na nagbibigay lang ng numbers. Dito, di pa realistic. I guess you're one of those who might have lost money in the run-up in the last 10 years. I feel your pain. I know a lot of friends who are in the same boat. And yung isa pa nga na sinasabi ko dun sa isang post ko, 4 million nilagay niya over 8 years. 500,000 yung nawala sa kanya as of last year. So, tinatanong sa kanya kung gusto mo, bumalik ka, i-shift natin from VUL to defined benefit traditional insurance para mabawi mo yung mga nalugi mo. But based on her computation, it will take 20 years para lang makabalik siya dun sa original niya na amount. So, I feel your pain. I don't think any of us can judge them for feeling this way. Talagang nalugi eh. I think the problem pa with VUL, syempre, when it's being sold, meron lang mga estimate ng pwede mong kitain if the market, for example, makes 5%, if the market makes 8%, if the market makes 10 or 12%. But if that was sold to you na parang pre-namis sa'yo yung return na yon, now that is wrong. Because no one can promise how much the market will make. So a lot of this conversation also depends on how the agent talk to you about your VUL investment. Kasi kung meron talagang mga pinangako na hindi naman dapat ipangako, kaya nadadala yung iba na mag-sign na lang. Ang worst pa, hindi man lang nangako. Sinabihan ka lang, pare, mas maganda to, sign ka na lang, huwag namang tanong-tanong. Minsan may ganun talaga. Sabi ni Fred, 25 million kulang pa, nanay ko 5,000 ka. Wala. Ito yung mga gusto kong comment. Napaka-realistic. Sabi ni Sono Vagum, this video started well until she mentioned VUL. This is the worst investment out there for your retirement. I know because I bought one before I knew better. My fund value is only about half of what I actually paid. So 50% losses na siya. Basically, I lost 50% of my money. If you have not bought VUL yet, good for you. Learn from my mistake. I like that people online are not scared or not shy to share, diba? It's very important. That's why the internet is a revolutionary tool. Pero ako mahilig pa rin ako sa real notebook kesa online. Anyway, ganon, Miss Salve. It's a valid, very valid observation. But you also have to understand that that's because nga, the market was on a downswing. And it's weird because this last 10 years, ang haba ng pagbagsak. Parang wala namang naka-foresee ng ganun because nag-COVID pa. Siguro by the time COVID, dapat paakyat na yung market and nag-COVID, who would have known, diba? So, hindi naman 100% mismanagement or ganun. Tingin ko kailangan lang ayusin yung pagbebenta. Ayusin yung expectations. Sabi nung isa, hello po, I'm on my 8th year with my VUL product. What's your advice? Continue ko na lang ba? Naku, ang hirap talaga sagutin ito because the answer to this depends on your purpose. Bakit ka kumuha ng VUL? Kung 8 years na, kailangan na ng anak mo yung tuition, wala kang magagawa. You have to cut your losses. Depends also on the cost of insurance that you're paying and your management fees. Ako, feeling ko, pag lumagpas ka ng 1.5% management fees, tapos yung cost of insurance mo, you have an option to pay a lower amount in another corporation, in another product, cut your losses and go to that other product. 'Di ba? So, important talaga yung you do your due diligence. And there's no one answer to this. Because every investment, your moves in that investment will depend on your reason. Why you started the investment in the first place. Sana alam mo kung ano yung reason mo. Sajid said, never to VUL. Dami kong kilala na super sisi at nalugi sa VUL na yan. Dapat term insurance na lang na walang investment tapos mag-MP2 na lang kung walang alam sa stocks. Now, let me tackle this, no? Meron din namang ibang mga financial tools that you can use kung nahirapan ka magdisiplina. For example, in your JAR management system, yung mother account mo, maglagay ka na ng separate account na pang-investment for the future. Isama mo dun yung para sa BTID. Right? So, yung branch mo, sila na mismo magta-transfer. Kahit mabudol ka, ang visible lang sa'yo yung nasa mother account. Yung na-transfer mo na dun sa pang-BTID, go na yon para sa BTID. So, if you can't discipline yourself, also research what different financial tools you can use in the place of discipline. Okay? Kaya ang ganda ng market, ng financial system ngayon. Sabi ni Troy Tayaba, I appreciate the energy and your efforts, but pass on something that charges commissions on investments like mutual funds and UITF. Philippines is one of the hugest amount of fees on VUL and funds like mutual funds and UITF in Asia. According to the great Ramit Sethi, avoid 1% or more on fees and commissions, especially on so-called financial advisors or more sales rep because they are really disaster in the long run. Please create unbiased and unsponsored videos. Thank you. Kahit naman sponsored to. Hindi talaga tayo bias, friend. Pero agree ako sa'yo. Mataas talaga ang management fees sa Pilipinas. So if you have an option also to invest overseas, take it. O, ayan ha, na-explain ko na. Kung gusto nyo pa mag-away, rumble na lang kayo dun sa baba. But honestly, I like the conversation. It's why we do financial education, para mapag-usapan, maklaro sa isip, at magkaroon ng ideas for strategies. And ang ganda kaya ng scrapbook ko habang ginagawa ko. Siyempre, kailangan talaga ipakita, di ba? So, there you go. Please tune in to our channel always because we will have great conversations like this and everybody's free to share their insights. Bye. Thank you, Shujikida and Linel Hair Extensions for my hair. Minsan tutsang pero maganda pa rin kasi tutsang talaga hair ko. Without them, ewan ko na lang kung anong itsura ko. So guys, if you have time, go visit them.
Okay, ang init po.
Ang init! Grabe, nagpapawis na mi!